They thought it was going to be a regular camping adventure until the forest took an eerie turn.
We're picking a tree here and heard what sounded like, oh, there's a...
Someone just came knocking on my door in the middle of the national forest.
Today, we are opening 6 case files where campers came in contact with nothing short of terrifying. Case number 1. Meet Nico, an adventurer who enjoys exploring abandoned places and sharing his adventures on his YouTube channel, Giga Nico Explorer. In this video, he explores an abandoned cement factory but faces an unexpected situation.
Cazzo è sta roba? No! Kev, siamo sospesi nel vuoto. Zio caro.
The place was entirely abandoned and situated far from civilization. However, as they delved deeper into their exploration, they found themselves confronted with an unforeseen circumstance.
Giriamo un po' il tutto. È l'unica entrata, sì, esatto. Ma cos'è? Ah no, sì, dove eravamo prima. Fermo, figa. Questi. Andiamo via, cazzo. Via. Sei fermato? Oh sì. Merda. Salta.
Now, the big question is, who was that man and why was he pursuing them? As I mentioned earlier, the location is far from the city and is surrounded by trees with no people or cars in sight, just an abandoned building. Let us analyze this from another perspective. If the man chasing them was an explorer like Nico and his friend, would he still be after them? I think he wouldn't. Instead, he would want to know who they were. Similarly, if he were a security guard, he would likely be curious about what Nico and his friend were doing there. This leads me to wonder if the man was hiding something. Nico and his friend may have stumbled into the territory of a dangerous gang. As we know, abandoned buildings often serve as the backdrop for various criminal activities. However, we are not completely sure, and that is why I am interested in knowing your thoughts on this encounter. Case number 2. This is Jess, the creator behind the YouTube channel Exploring Gems, where she shares beautiful moments and her full-time van life adventures. She doesn't embark on her journeys alone. She is always accompanied by her dog, Gem. While most of her adventures are successful, one particular trip stood out because it didn't go as planned. Let's take a look.
Peace and silence. It felt like freedom. Sure, there was the usual trash scattered around. There always is, unfortunately. But other than that, it was perfect. Just me and Jem, completely alone. For a couple of days, it stayed that way. Only the occasional logging truck passed by, and then we'd go back to our quiet little world. But by the weekend, more people started showing up. On our way back from our hike earlier that day, 3 blacked out trucks came rumbling up the road. I stepped aside with Jem, gave a polite wave as they passed, and didn't think much of it. But that moment would end up leading to the scariest night I've ever had on the road. Evening, as the sun started to set, the same group started tearing up and down the road in their quads. Loud and obnoxious, yes, but harmless. At least at first. Jem and I ate dinner, locked up the van, and started settling in for the night. Around midnight, just as I started to drift off, 3 loud knocks right at my sliding door glass. Someone just came knocking on my door in the middle of the national forest, so. So not cool.
Jess instinctively reached for her phone, only to realize that the security cameras weren't plugged in. When she looked through her small bunk window, she couldn't see anything. Whoever it was clearly didn't respect anyone's space or safety. Jess remained still, watching and waiting to see if the person would return, but he didn't. Eventually, morning came, finally easing the tension, and she wasted no time packing her things to leave. Case number 3. Meet Nick, the creator behind the YouTube channel No Limit Van Life, where he shares his experiences living the van life. On October 21st, 2023, he embarked on a stealth camping adventure. However, what began as a routine night inside his van quickly turned into every solo van lifer's worst nightmare.
Woke up. I was up for a little bit before I actually checked the cameras. So asleep when the car driving away woke me up. So I don't know when he came back the second time if I was actually awake already. When I'm checking my cameras, my security cameras, I can't see what's happening live. So while I was checking the cameras, might have been when he came back. He might have been out there. Oh man, what would I even do? I do have a plan. In those moments, you forget plans. Bright flashlight for my mountain bike. It's small. Pepper spray. Actually, what I have is Presidia gel. It's supposed to be better than pepper spray. He's looking in those windows. I'll pop out through my partition, wave at him in the window, and then what?
Hey, buddy.
I haven't gotten past that. The other thought is to open the side door, pop out there with the pepper spray and the flashlight, and the camera. I've always wanted to make pepper spray, camera, stun gun, everything all in one. Stun gun, that's what I need to get. What's the best stun gun? He didn't want to bother unless he saw something good. So don't show him anything. If I felt like I was in danger, I would have jumped in that driver's seat and been gone. Wish I would have had the chance to confront the guy. Don't come back here. Let him know. You're in the wrong place, buddy.
The man attempted to break in multiple times but was unsuccessful. Eventually, he returned to his vehicle and drove off without breaking any windows or trying to force entry. In the aftermath of the incident, Nick reconsidered his security measures. Although he recognized that no system could offer complete protection, he concluded that having some security was better than having none at all. Incidents like this make life difficult for those living on the road. If the man had succeeded, we would be telling a completely different story. Additionally, if Nick had not been inside the van, the outcome would have been different as well, because I'm certain some items would have gone missing. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. Case number 4. In late fall, the creator of the YouTube channel Catman Outdoors and his friend set out to explore public hunting land. What was expected to be a typical evening hunt soon transformed into a distressing situation.
You won't call it.
We can call the game warden out here if you want to.
I don't care.
This is hunter harassment. We came in here to hunt. It's legal to hunt in here. And you're walking in here on us while we're hunting.
I walk in here all the time.
Yeah, but you came up here straight to us and confronted us.
Well, I was walking down through here and not seeing y'all move.
Sure you did.
What the hell?
Sure you did.
Moved what?
Moving what? Walking? You saw us walking?
Yeah, I seen your head over the creek bank there. I was coming up by the pond.
And why'd you come looking for us?
I didn't come looking for you. I was just back here walking.
Well, that's hunter harassment.
No, it's not.
To come up here and check us out,
Huh?
tell us we better not be shooting your deer?
I'm making a comment. I like my deer.
So what? They're wild animals. It's legal to hunt here.
I know.
So,
It's also legal to walk through here.
okay. Well, have a nice walk.
I am.
All right.
Oh, they just crossed, by the way.
They probably did. You probably ran them all out of here.
No, they ran back over the other creek while I was in the other creek.
Huh.
And they ran right past and scared the f*** out of them.
All right. Well, they'll be back.
Yeah, sooner or later.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna kill them all.
Huh?
We ain't gonna kill them all.
Well, that'd be hard to do.
Yep.
I don't. You could call the poaching hotline. I don't know if that's the right number, but they could hook you up.
The hunters who were on public land were intimidated and driven away by someone who felt entitled to the wildlife just because his property was nearby. What's even more troubling is that this wasn't the first time he had behaved this way, and I seriously doubt it will be the last. Case number 5. Our next case brings us to a serene lake in Oklahoma, where a solo traveler known for her YouTube channel, Lady Bugout, had an unexpected encounter while camping.
It's gonna be an awesome night. I'm here for a couple nights, heading up north again. It's cooler by the lake here. I'm in Oklahoma, and just wanted to show you guys what I get to enjoy for the next couple days.
At first, everything seemed completely normal, and she enjoyed the tranquility of nature. However, what started as a peaceful and leisurely adventure quickly turned into a serious and uncertain situation.
I don't know what to do. There's a tornado warning. So there was a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning issued just a minute ago. And so I am not sure what to do in this situation, actually. I thought that somebody would come around The tent campers hightailed it out of here in the motorcycle. And so I am just going to go to a spot that I'm not so open because I'm very much in the open. It's really, really low here. I'm about myself. So there's little lights that you see in the distance there. That is the bathroom shelter. I was outside of a clearing of trees that was near the water, which was a beautiful place to be, but I literally was the only thing out in this clearing and it did not feel safe. So I wanted to get to a place where I felt a little more sheltered, and now I feel fine.
Case number 6. The creator of the YouTube channel, Camp Like a Biyun, camped by a quiet river. At first, everything was fine, but as night came, something surprising happened that changed the atmosphere.
Cheers, everybody.
Unexpected light can signal danger when you're alone. He realized it was a vehicle, which made him nervous. When the vehicle turned around and drove off, he thought the danger had passed, but that wasn't the case.
We kunnen beginnen met een heel bal slijt van verboden kamperen. Ja. Gewoon vuurschoten verboden op de mijn bosweg, dus gewoon heel gestresseerd proces vertaald kunnen worden.
So guys, I got busted. I'm packing up my gear. I'm out of here. I have to go to the office. These foresters, they have an own office here at the domain. And they took my passport, they took 2 cameras. And we will see if what will be the verdict. I don't know. But I don't have much time. I have to pack and I have to walk all the way to my car that I parked further away.
He was instructed to leave immediately, with his passport and camera taken away, clearly indicating that he was not welcome. This experience highlights the importance of preparing for both the best and worst outcomes during adventures. That's it for today. Remember, subscribe, like, and share. Now it's time for the next terrifying encounter.